Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Michael Bublé Show. Before we get into the questions, I have many questions for you.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I am so happy that I get to be with you as you experience. Is this your first ever? Just tell him.
Yeah, this is my talk show virginity being taken.
Oh, that's so cool. You know what? It's so, I remember my first time.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. And I just want you to know that I'm going to be gentle.
Okay.
You have, ladies and gentlemen, the #1 show on Netflix. Because it's like early, this is nice afternoon television, and you know what I mean? People are. Tell us about the Menendez story.
Yeah. So in 1989, Jose and Kitty Menendez were murdered in their family room, and it turned out that their sons had murdered them. A lot of people thought that it was for money or greed. That was sort of the story that was going on at the time, that these rich kids in Beverly Hills had killed their parents to get their inheritance early, which is kind of insane to me. And then it came out later that they said that they had been sexually abused by their father their entire lives.
Oh, wow.
And their mother, too.
Wow, man. What kind of research did you have to do?
I did everything that I could. I watched testimony religiously every day in my car. I had him on my phone on the YouTube while I was going to sleep, so I'd fall asleep to him. I read all the books. I did all the things just to really
get understand and get into it. Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. I mean, I heard you recently actually visited Eric in prison.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, thanks to Kim Kardashian and Scott Budnick, they already had this trip planned to go down there that weekend to talk about this green space project that Lyle and Eric have been spearheading for a while now.
Because they really advocate, don't they?
They really advocate, and they're very involved in prison reform. And Kim saw the show, and she loved it, and she became very interested in the case. And she called me and told me she loved the show, and then was like, "Do you want to go? Do you want to come with me?" And I was like, "Yes."
Had you met? Had you met her before? Or just sort of talked with her?
No. Yeah.
By the way, I know her. I'm not best friends with her.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I've met her. She's really a very sweet. I really like the family. The family's a really kind family, and they've always been so nice to me.
Very nice, very sweet, very passionate. And so I was like, yes. And then it happened so quickly. Wow. It was that weekend.
Yeah.
We went down, and basically how it started was we were in a gymnasium with a group of incarcerated individuals.
Wow.
And they sort of went around and shared their stories and introduced themselves. And then we got into the Green Space Project. But the first person that I saw when I walked in the gymnasium was Eric. And we locked eyes, and we just immediately embraced, and it was just a beautiful moment.
Oh, man, that's so cool.
He was so kind. Both him and Lyle are so kind, and just really upstanding individuals.
That's amazing. Dude, listen, I told you, I could speak to you all day about this, but apparently this television show needs money to get made, so I have to take a short break. Listen, Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story is streaming now on Netflix. Keep it #1. We'll be right back.